The Nigerian government, in the face of new cases of COVID-19, took measures to ensure that the deadly virus, which has killed many people in China, Italy, Spain, and Iran, is contained. The government shut down schools, banned gatherings of more than 50 people, and finally shut down flights from countries with high cases of COVID-19. The United Kingdom is one of them. But reports circulating online has it that a flight from UK, a country with 8,077 cases of COVID-19, will arrive Lagos today. According to the report, a British Airways flight is expected to leave Heathrow Airport by 10 a.m. this morning to Lagos. It is fully booked and yet to be cancelled. Many Nigerians on social media are worried that if this flight lands in Nigeria, it may cause the country to record more cases of COVID-19. It could be recorded that Atiku Abubakar's son, who tested positive of this virus, returned from UK. So guys, it is not only Atiku's son, even this Edo speaker, Akiyu, or I don't know his name, I've forgotten his name, but Edo speaker who tested positive also came back from the UK. Many people like that came back from the UK. So what are they trying to tell us? Because we are hearing rumor that they are trying to smuggle the president out of the country to go to the London. Maybe that is why maybe they want to do trade by barter. Because if restriction has been put in place, I don't think anyone needs to flout that directives. So why would UK want to do that? Why would British Airways want to land after directive has been given? So what are they trying to do? What kind of corruption is that? Have they given Nigerians explanations as to what or why they want plane to land from the UK, that we know that it's really a flashing point? Why would they want to do that? These are the things that made this thing to come into the country, because when they ought to have locked down the airport, put restriction, they didn't do that, because they were waiting for their people to come in. As soon as all of their people came from where they went to, they brought this whole thing and it escalated. Because I could remember within the time that the Italian man case surfaced, within that period, it was only 1 or 2 cases we had. But when people started talking about closing the border, closing the airports and what have you, all of a sudden, as soon as all these dignitaries, the Buhari son, daughter as well, arrived, some of them like that, before we knew it, the number started increasing. And again, some of the churches that went to open church on Sunday, that had service on Sunday, I hope it will not have a negative effect on the country as well. So that being said, so why would the government want to allow another plane to land at this critical time? Why would they want to do that? Nigerians are crying the same way they've been crying that they should make sure that there's restriction before the time they even did. They didn't do it. Now they've allowed it to fester. What are they looking for? What is the problem? Why would they be allowing such a thing after giving that directive, after making that is it policy? I don't even know. It's unfortunate. That is the corruption we are talking about. Because they think that it's only when you take money, that is when corruption happens. But when you are flouting others, when you are not doing what you are supposed to do, when it was agreed that this is what the country has settled for, yet now they are doing something different, it's unfortunate. Why would Nigerians not cry again? See what we are facing now. We don't even have enough place to even treat people if it happens. Even the numbers that we have at hand. Now they don't even know how they are going to give people what they really want. Because if you ask them to stay at home, you must provide for them. They don't even know how to go about it. Even if the money is there, even if the resources are there for you to help people to stay at home, how are they going to distribute it so that everybody will be partakers of this whole thing? Because at the end of the day, the whole thing will just be upside down, because we don't have structures on ground. We don't have structures on ground. Anywhere belle face, we don't. How do you start it from? We don't have database. So now you want to bring more problems into the country. Why would that be? Who are those people coming? Are they so special that you would want to jeopardize a whole country for few individuals coming from where? What kind of assignments are they on? After even the government has already told all their officials that there will be no any what did they call it? Whether there is any seminar or any event, as far as government officials are concerned, they are to stop traveling, which they have done. So who are the people coming from that side that they want to go and have meeting? Because everything now is online. If you want to pass message, you go through online, go through your email, go through emails. So who are these people that they want to come and dump, or they want to come and uh, 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 that want to land as we speak? So it's unfortunate. We don't even know why they want to be doing that. Someone says, don't be surprised that the flight will be made up of the family members of our useless politicians who are now fleeing from the so-called advanced countries where they hid their kids after looting our money in Nigeria. May the wrath of God come on all the bad leaders in this country. Of course, you can't dispute that, because I see no reason why they have to be doing that. And someone says, you can't be far from being right. Yes, this person is trying to acknowledge what this particular person said, that it could be the children of the families of those that call themselves our leaders, because that is what they always do. Any law put in place, it is not for them. They are above it. Some of them are from where? I don't understand what this person is talking about. Someone says 8077 is number of those affected in UK as a whole. Some people don't understand and rush into comments. They should please not add to our current problems. Someone says here that fake news, Nigeria not shut down all international flights to Nigeria since Monday. And someone says, you are far away from reality. I witnessed 2 international airplanes arrived Nigeria tonight. Someone says fake news everywhere. Another person says here that, Abdullahi, thank God that your brothers from Ñ1 are affected and we all die soon. You will be busy here calling Biafra. The truth is that the UK hospitals are overwhelmed with patients and they want foreigners who are willing to go back to do so, especially African people. Someone says, why it can't not be done? Nonsense. No plane exists that have the capacity to transport that number of people. Make them kill all of them. What are they looking for up and down? How many flights are bringing the 8,077 persons? Let's be real for once. Someone say the country with 8,077 cases, not flights. You can imagine. Country with the number of cases of people with a COVID-19, is 8,077 cases. Someone say you seem not to understand simple English. The author meant that the UK has 8,077 corona cases, not that 8,777 people are on board the flights on board on the flights. Yeah. Thanks for the explanation. This is not true. Please stop spreading rumors. Be positive always. Return back to UK. Chai, God, please save our children. Test and isolate them as they arrive. The plane that had already landed with different family of the elites of this country. Why would they want to do that after they've already agreed that no plane should land? Everywhere is locked. There's restriction, strong restriction, and yet they are flouting it. That is hot for us. That is Nigerian factors always come to play. The only solution is to quarantine everyone on that flight until after 14 days. If not, they will spread more coronavirus in the country. Of course, the cases are jumping. The number of the cases are really jumping every day. It's 51 now. 51 cases now. We started with 2 because of negligence. It's now 51. Every day it's increasing. Nigerian government should suspend every flight to and fro. Behold, Nigeria can overcome this virus if they ignore stupidity and report or go for 2 weeks isolation when symptoms are shown. One may challenge its medical facilities and quarantine centers for those living in 1 or 2 rooms apartments with families. Nigerian leaders ripped the country and left every situation deteriorating. But never say never. We need competent hands to move this country forward. God have mercy and help Nigeria. What is the problem with this our government and country called Nigeria? May God help us. Everyone is just calling God. Everyone is calling God. Those who are saddled with responsibilities of taking care of the country, they are nowhere to be found. They are so weak, and they are just doing whatever they like at the detriment of the whole masses. Someone says if they land Nigeria is mad with bad government, they should stay back here. They should stay back there. What kind of stupidity is that? I thought all flight coming and going has been cancelled. That is the way it ought to be, but we don't know what is happening. We don't know why they are doing all of these things. You know that in this country, if you are a big man, anything goes. Anything goes. Nothing like they have put a law or they have put directives in place. Some people will flout it because they believe that they are bigger than the government. They are bigger than every other person. The laws and whatever is meant for the commoners, not them. That is when you are going to be hearing, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? So guys, let us hear your opinion, because this whole thing is becoming something else. It's becoming something else. There is nothing that the country, the government will just say, oh, we want to do this, and they will do it perfectly well. Before you know, you start seeing people, vested interest, try to manipulate things, manipulate the system. That's why we are where we are today. So let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below in the comment section. Thank you.